I brought up in my editor weekly that I was thinking about doing tip to tip in China. This is not a confirmation that it's going to happen in China. I just brought up that I was going to do it in China. Now, here's the issue. When I brought that up, I was pretty quickly met with, do you know how big China is? Do you know how big it is? Do you know how hard it's going to be to travel? And guess who's fucking saying this shit? Kelby and fucking Aiden. Do you know how hard it's going to be to travel from the east side to the west side of China? How long do you expect this to take? Oh, 20 days? Yeah, maybe if you're trying to go from Shanghai to Beijing, you'd be lucky to get that done in 2 months. They're talking to me like it is impossible to travel across China with no phone, no map, no translation service on 2 motorcycles in the course of the time I want to do it, which is about 3 weeks. And it got me to thinking, because after looking up it a little bit, they might be right. This is it. So this is the southernmost point of China. It's right here. It's Hainan. It's an island just south of mainland China. I think there's a bridge that gets you there. It's here. Boom. And the most northern point in all of China is up here just bordering Russia. From here all the way down here, on the most efficient route you could do is about 5,000 kilometers. If we have the same efficiency that we had in Japan, it would basically be double the length than the tip-to-tip Japan trip was. It would be double the distance. What is that in freedom units? It's like, it's a 5K, bro. Just do the math. It'd be like 3,100 miles. You ever run a 5K? 3.1 miles? Whatever. 3,100 miles. In freedom units, if we're literally crushing it, which would probably take, unless we do an amazing ferry skip from, Shanghai to Dalian, a month, which is a little bit longer than I am down to do. You cannot speak Chinese also? No, I can speak Chinese. In fact, that's probably the least of my concerns is the speaking of, actually they don't speak Chinese, they speak Mandarin. I don't know if you know that. That part I feel good about. The issue isn't that, it's literally just the distance. You do the math there, that we're gonna have to cover quite a lot of ground. And there's other good points brought up, like in tip to tip, 1, we covered the most ground on bike our final days of the trip, which often led to the worst episodes of the trip as well. The best episodes are usually not the ones where you're driving for 500 kilometers. It's when you're talking to somebody and experiencing a new area or something. So then I thought, okay, well, what if we do east to west? It turns out that might be even worse. There is a fun video from Real Life Lore, but this area of China is pretty, how you say, empty. There ain't shit there. It's a big old fucking desert. It's desolate. And the same exact thing also goes for here, the far rightmost point. So if we were to go from here to here, first off, it's a little less than 5,000 kilometers. So it's a little bit shorter. It's a little shorter. It's still long. It would be probably easier to navigate because there'd be less roads, but it'd be about as boring as you can get it in terms of, I think, human interaction. Now, maybe you could say, what if we went like coast to coast or something? Like maybe you could go from here to here and you just go along the coast the whole time. That could work possibly. Or another idea crossed my mind. What if we cut out the need of going from the northmost or the southmost or the eastmost or the westmost point? What if we go from the tip of the Great Wall to the tip of the Great Wall?
How big is the Great Wall of China really? Most people believe it's a single massive wall that cuts straight through the center of China, but in reality, it's a series of walls of different heights and lengths, built throughout the history of China. Millions of soldiers, farmers, and prisoners were forced to work in brutal conditions, and many were buried wall itself. Today, the Great Wall of China stretches more than 21,000 kilometers.
And thanks to their sacrifice, 2 YouTubers can make content. Oh, fuck, shit. Fuck. Okay, what is the point? All right. Well, that was the idea. We would go from here, the leftmost part of the wall, to here or here. I think it's probably this one is the rightmost point of the wall. In fact, what's kind of cool is the rightmost point of the wall actually has a view of North Korea. Could be hype. So anyway, we would basically start at the wall. We wouldn't drive along the wall. We wouldn't drive over the wall, obviously. It would just be that our start point is the wall, our end point is the wall. We'll probably run into the wall along the route, but we go wall to wall. We go wall to wall. That's the idea. And I think the length is the exact same as Japan. It's basically 2,500 kilometers to go from the eastmost wall to the westmost wall. So I think it'd be feasible to do in 2 weeks. We would hit a few major cities along the way. I think it could be hype.